Not about the destination, yada yada.
It's the only thing I could find about that had Flores Nation. But that being said, welcome to another Formula Random match. Give me a fun one because it's Good Friday. We're going to talk about the most appropriate franchise ever, Flores Nation. But we've got a great bunch of people here playing. We've got Rich here. Richie, how's it going?
Yeah, good man. I really enjoy these films. They're an easy watch. They're brisk, 90 minutes most of them, and yeah, they're just a lot of fun. A lot of stupid, just stupid fun, and I'm looking forward to answering questions, and I'm looking forward to what they're doing with the reboot. So yeah, no, this should be interesting. I'm curious what questions you'll ask.
Also here we've got Steve. Steve, how's it going?
It's going very well. Like you said, it's a very, very good Friday. And apropos that we are celebrating not only the day of one of our, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I mean. It's very apropos. We're celebrating deaths today. We're celebrating. No, man. Final Destination is my second favorite franchise. Horror franchise, so I'm looking forward to see what kind of questions you guys came up with for us to answer. So ready to roll.
Also here we've got Papa Rest. Papa, how's it going?
Going very well. This franchise scarred me as a kid. I'm sure everyone here does not drive behind semi-trucks with logs or pipes or whatever in the back because of the second movie. It scarred me, so I'm glad that one thing stuck with me. So hopefully you'll have 30 questions all about that one scene.
Where did they buy the log from?
And last but not least, we've got Mark Menchaca. Mark, how's it going?
Going all right. Yeah, I love this franchise. I think it's, in my opinion, it's probably like the funnest horror movie franchise out there. And inadvertently, I think, we maybe came up with like a plot for like a sequel. Like what if Jesus had cheated death, on Good Friday, and it's about death chasing Jesus. I mean, who wouldn't watch that?
I'm glad you made that joke and I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Catholic. I can get away.
I mean, I'm Catholic too, but still, I'm in Florida, so God, help me.
But that being said, how Formula Randoms work? There's 35 questions in total. The first 30 questions are just gain a point as always. And when we get the last 5 questions, it's gain a point, lose a point. We'll get one that we'll get there. Everyone gets 3 repeats. Just because we're live, no challenge. But if you do have an issue of questions, you can pick it up afterwards. But most of all, have fun because it's trivia, so it's all about fun here. With that being said, the first question is, what are the names of the 2 FBI agents who are investigating Alex in Final Destination?
I was worried about character name question.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie.
I said Steve and Jacob.
Steve.
I think I was only able to pull one, and I pulled the other one from 5. Shrek and Block.
Papa.
I wrote Johnson and Johnson.
Mark.
I think it's Shrek and Wayne or Wayne.
Shrek, yes, Shrek and Rain is correct.
Good pull. Character names.
The next question is, how is Tim killed in Final Destination 2?
Trying to work out which one.
Also, just in case someone wants to be a smartass, this is not in the premonition.
Oh no! Who would dare do that?
Rich, you might need you to put your board up a little bit. 4, 3.
Repeat. Yeah, repeat.
Yep. How is Tim killed in Final Destination?
Final Destination 1 or 2? You say 2?
2. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
You could say he was a real pain in the ass, falling pane of glass.
Papa.
I had someone else and changed at the last second. But I said crushed by plexiglass.
Mark.
Yeah, I said a glass plate or a window crushes him.
Mm.
And Richie.
I didn't know which one of Tim was, but I was about to put that dude who gets crushed in that drive-through.
Crushed by window pane is correct. The next question is, in Final Destination 3, Erin and Ian are working at what type of store?
Oh man, why am I going blank today?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa.
That's a hardware store.
Oh
Mark.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, hardware.
Richie.
Yeah, I said Hellspark's hardware store.
Steve.
I put that a home improvement store like a Home Depot or Lowe's, so I don't know if that you can accept it.
Yeah, I'd give it to him.
Someone says give it to him, I will do it. But the next question is, how specifically does Nadia die in the Final Destination? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat, please.
Yep. How specifically does Nadia die in the Final Destination? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Mark.
Said a rock flies through her eye.
Richie.
Didn't get anything. Blank board.
Steve.
Tire falls and hit head.
Papa.
I said a rock gets hit by a lawnmower and goes through her eye or her head.
So here's the thing. The answer is she was decapitated by a tire. So I think I can give it to Steve, realistically. But there's no one else put decapitation by a tire, but yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
The next question is, what comedian plays Dennis Latman in Final Destination 5?
I might finally get on the board.
Malcolm, what question is this again?
This is question number 5.
In Final Destination 5. How fitting.
I bet question 4 was the fourth Final Destination movie, and the third was the third, and the second was the second one.
I see
Yeah,
what's happening here. Hey.
3, 2, 1, pins down. Richie,
David Keckner.
Steve,
David Keckner.
Papa,
I missed it. I said David Kirchner.
Mark.
Yeah, I said the other guy, PJ Byrne.
David Keckner is correct. I cannot give you a correction, unfortunately.
I always forget his name too.
The next question is, which actor appeared in Final Destination 1, 2, and 5 while having a brief voice appearance in Final Destination 3? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie,
Is it Tony Todd?
Steve,
The motherfucking man, Tony Todd.
Papa,
Candyman himself, Tony Todd.
and Mark.
Yeah, I figured this would be the one we all get, Tony Todd.
That is correct. Yeah, I completely forgot he wasn't in the fourth one, so I had to rewrite that question.
It's like it's a bad movie or something.
He knew it from running the script.
That's not bad. I enjoy it. Anyway, the next question is, what is the name of the high school that Alex attends in Final Destination?
I didn't hear the first part of that. The name of the what?
High school.
High school. Okay.
I will say it was so hard trying to find some interesting questions that not every question was like, how did this person die? How did this person die? 5, 4,
Trust me, I've looked into every detail. I tried to do my best over here before.
pins down. Steve,
Mount Abraham.
Papa,
I said the third movie, McKinley High.
Mark,
Mount Abraham High School.
Thanks.
Richie.
I just put a joke answer. Boris Karloff High.
Mount Abraham is correct. The next question is, who directed Final Destination 2?
I should know this. That's the next person, but I'll just.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa,
I don't remember his name, but it's the guy who wrote the first one.
Mark,
David R. Ellis.
Richie,
Oh, I couldn't remember. I just said Adam Wingard. I was wrong.
Steve.
David R. Ellis.
David R. Ellis is correct. The next question is, in Final Destination 3, in the premonition, who took the video camera on the ride which fell out of his hands and wrapped itself around the track?
Oh.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Mark,
Frankie Cheeks.
Richie,
Couldn't remember the character's name, but yeah, creepy dude.
Steve,
Frankie Cheeks.
Papa,
I also didn't remember his name, so I said the guy who gets his head shredded by the car motor.
Yeah, the drive-through. That was about to put last time.
It's right, but
Yeah, Frankie Cheeks is the correct answer. The next question is, what is the name of the mechanic shop that Andy works at in The Final Destination? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie,
I just said spare parts.
Steve,
I only know one half of it. I didn't know the first one. I put Bolea Customs.
Papa,
it's probably something racist.
Mark.
Oh, so we fix it. I know. Too.
It's Grand State Customs.
Grand State.
The next question is, how many people were killed during the bridge collapse disaster in Final Destination 5?
Repeat the song. Okay.
And in a side note, I went to see Shazam 2 the other day. It's crazy how many people in that bridge scene just stayed in their cars screaming the whole time instead of getting out and running. Because that's what you do in a bridge disaster, you just sit in your car and scream. 5, 4, 3.
I wonder if Drew Barrymore was on that bridge.
Hands down.
Yes.
Steve.
86.
Ah, man, I undershot it.
Papa.
I thought it'd be clever if it was 180.
Mark.
I said 20.
Richie.
I think Steve's right. I said 31.
86 is correct. But it would have been clever if it was 180, though.
It would have.
The next question is, name one of the two composers who did the score for a movie in the Final Destination franchise.
Oh, man. Composer question. What? Man, that hit me in the left field there.
Oh, I don't got this. I just put down a composer name. So I'm like, fuck it.
Every composer might name do this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa.
I don't know. Marco Beltrami.
Mark.
I like the cut of your jib, my friend.
Put the fun one, Charlotte Walker.
Richie.
He would never do this one, but it's a composer, Thomas Newman.
Steve.
I also put down Marco Beltrami.
The correct answer, Shirley Walker, is correct. The other one was Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler.
The next question is, in Final Destination, when Alex was holed up in the cabin and then picks up the fish hook, how does he assume that Death was trying to get him? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Tetanus.
Papa.
I said something falling out of the closet.
Mark.
I don't know if I spelled it right. Tetanus.
Richie.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Tetanus is correct. The next question is, this is not a spelling match. That's happening next week. The next the next question is in Final Destination 2, when everyone is at the police station after Kimberly stops the premonition, when they're talking about death coming for them, what TV show does Rory name drop when he suggests that maybe they're getting that curse?
Oh, oh man, that's going to annoy me. I just watched this yesterday.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa,
The Golden Girls.
Mark,
I'm sure. Said Happy Days.
Richie,
So Twilight Zone.
Steve.
I also said Twilight Zone.
The correct answer is Different Strokes.
Okay, that makes sense.
The next question is, in Final Destination 3, what does Wendy see in the photo that helped her save Ian's life at the hardware store?
It's going to be a little wordy, so be warned.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Mark,
There's like a spike banner that was in the photo.
Richie,
I don't know how to word it, so
Steve.
A banner sign in the photo above him shaped like fences.
And Papa.
I didn't remember, so I said birds.
Yeah, I would have just accepted Spike banner, but yeah, the banner is the important thing. The next question is, in the Final Destination, what kind of vehicle kills George? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie.
it's a truck.
Steve.
Ambulance.
Oh yeah,
Papa.
Ambulance.
that is an ambulance. Yeah,
Mark.
Ambulance.
that's right.
Ambulance is correct.
Pearl.
The next question is, the people that Sam saved from the bridge collapse in Final Destination 5 was branded as what by the news? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
I put down Lucky 8.
Papa.
I said Miracle in the Mayhem.
Mark.
Said something stupid like Bridge 7.
Richie.
So the lucky 5, but there's more 8. But sorry, that's wrong.
Lucky 8 is correct.
God damn it! I should have said 8.
The next question is, which installment of Final Destination features a song "Turn Around, Look at Me" from the Vogues when someone is about to die? Or when death is near is probably more accurate, but
So I have a 1 in 5 shot, is what you're saying.
yes.
I'll use my repeat.
Yep, which installment of Final Destination features the song Turn Around, Look at Me from the Vogues when someone is about to die or when death is near?
We're definitely coming up with unique takes on these questions.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa.
I'm pretty sure that's when the racist dude dies. I said the Final Destination.
Mark.
Final Destination 3.
Richie.
I said 2, but I think that's the Bee Gees song. That's 2.
Steve.
I put Final Destination 3.
Final Destination 3 is correct.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a stalker song.
Coming behind you. Turn around.
Yeah. The next question.
Right.
The next question is: in Final Destination, why was Billy late to get on the plane, which caused him to be forced off the plane even though he wasn't involved in the fight?
Yeah, it would have helped if I knew what that song was.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Mark.
But he was stuck in the bathroom.
Richie.
That's a traffic.
Steve.
Using bathroom.
Papa.
He was pooping.
I'll give you that.
We don't know he was pooping. Was he pooping?
Well,
I know.
I mean-
I'll give him the point. I'm just being silly.
I would try to argue for traffic, but I don't think he's doing this cover. The next question is: in Final Destination 2, when Eugene tried to kill himself, Officer Burke states that there were how many bullets in the gun, which all turned out to be duds? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Richie.
5.
Steve.
6.
Oh my god! I
Papa.
did it again.
It was full, so I was really hoping that there were 6.
Oh.
Mark.
And it was a revolver, so 6.
6 is correct.
I did it again. I said 6 and I erased it.
The next question is: in Final Destination 3, what kind of transportation is Kevin, Julie, and Wendy on at the end of the movie?
Oh yay! Good point.
This is our 20th question, correct?
This is question 21.
All right, got it. So I'm over. All right, I like to keep count.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Steve.
Subway train.
Papa.
I just wrote Subway.
Mark.
I mean, I don't think he meant the restaurant, so Subway.
Richie.
Just a train. Just a train.
I will give it, yeah, if you said train or subway.
Yes.
But if you said Subway train, you were too specific and you were wrong.
I mean, if you said Subway restaurant, you're just wrong. The next question is: in the Final Destination, when it time jumps 2 weeks later, Nick points out to a guy on the scaffold that what specifically was wrong with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa,
It wasn't sturdy.
Mark,
I said like the legs weren't reinforced.
Richie,
Yeah, I know.
Steve.
The foley or the bottom part of the scaffolding was loose.
I'll look. I'll give it to Steve, Papa, and Mark for like. He points out the screw needs to be tight, but it's all basically the same thing as what you said anyway. The next question is: in Final Destination 5, what song plays in the bus when Sam had the premonition, and then again when he woke up, that gave him that sense of deja vu? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve,
Dust in the wind.
Papa, Mark,
I suck at song names, but is it Dust in the Wind?
Richie.
Yeah, I just where's my mind? I don't know.
Dust in the Wind is correct. The next question is: in Final Destination, what does Alex use to escape from the FBI when he leaves the cabin to go and save Claire? And I realise in my attempt to avoid how does he die questions, I've put a lot of vehicle questions in here.
Make do with what you got.
And
How many job questions do you have, or do you avoid those?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got exactly 4
Pin.
questions about that.
Mark,
Canoe.
Richie,
Yeah, I remember it's gonna go. I didn't get anything.
Steve,
A canoe.
Papa.
I said he runs really fast.
Canoe is correct.
Which is the same as running really fast, right?
On a boat,
I
in a
mean-
boat type object on water.
The next question is: in Final Destination 2, how does Brian Gibbons die at the end of the movie? Five, 4, 3, 2.
I'll use my
Wow.
last repeat.
Yep. In Final Destination 2, how does Brian Gibbons die at the end of the movie? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie,
I can't remember. God damn.
Steve,
Blown up by malfunctioning barbecue.
Oh, that
Papa,
Propane grill explodes.
Mark.
Barbecue pit explosion.
That is correct. The next question is: in Final Destination 3, how does Kevin cut the rope that was around Julie's neck when she was being dragged by the horse, ultimately saving her life? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Puffer.
He uses a sword.
Mark.
Like sword, saber.
Richie.
Yeah, he grabs a sword from like a reenactment thing.
Steve.
The sword.
Sword is correct. The next question is, in the Final Destination, what numbered theatre is the movie theatre that Janet and Laurie are seeing the movie playing in? I will give you a few people. I really rudely rambled there. In the Final Destination, what numbered theatre is the movie that Janet and Laurie are seeing playing in? 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Mark.
7.
Richie.
8.
Steve.
I knew this was going to be a question. 13, baby.
Papa.
Oh, I get it.
What would
Meta.
have been clever writing if they somehow made it 180?
Once again, it would have been clever, but they weren't clever. It was
Well, it was
13.
also a really bad movie, so
It's the worst.
Makes
It's
sense.
the worst Final Destination one, Papa. You know they can't be clever.
forgive
The
me
next-
for thinking.
The next question is, what is the name of the FBI agent that investigates each of the deaths in Final Destination 5?
Damn it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie.
FBI dude. I don't know.
Steve.
I gave it away in the first question. Block.
Papa.
I said Shrek.
Mark.
Just sitting here just trying to remember the wrong answer that Steve gave earlier. Flock.
Block is correct. I mean, it happens at least once that someone gives away an answer to a future question and with one of the wrong answers earlier. The next question is, in Final Destination, how does Terry die in the movie? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa.
House explosion.
Mark.
Can we all just appreciate how like a bus was going like 85 down like a main street hit by a bus?
Richie.
I didn't know. I thought it would make the Sean William Scott's character, so I did decapitated. But well.
Steve.
Hit by bus.
Hit by a bus is correct. But yeah, I was thinking that too. It's like, why the hell did the bus speed in the first place?
Jeez. Hey, when you have to go, you got to go, man. The guy had to use the back restroom, so he had to fucking blow through Terry.
I'm pretty sure he's running late.
The next question this is question number 30. In Final Destination 2, after tumbling out of the closet, what does Rory see in the shadows of everything that fell out, which he determines is a sign alluding to Nora's death? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Mark.
Man hooks.
Richie.
I said hooks.
Steve.
Man with hooks.
Papa.
So I'd said a man with hooks for hands.
I'll give you that. But with that, at the end of question number 30, the scores are this one. So I've got Steve in the lead with 26 points. Mark is close behind on 23. Papa is on 11, and Richie has 5.
Yay!
Um,
Richie.
And with the final 5 questions, if you get a question correct, you gain a point as always. If you get it wrong or give a blank board, it's a loss of a point. But with that, your first question is, in Final Destination 3, when Ashley and Ashlyn go to the tanning salon, Ashley is looking through the CDs and wonders if they're the only cool people that go to the tanning salon. What 2 artists do they mention by name? And I will accept just the first names because that's what they say in the quote. So.
Oh,
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie.
I couldn't remember. I said Ohio Players because that's Roller Coaster playing in the background.
Steve.
I put down Britney Spears and Whitney Houston.
Papa.
I could not think of anything.
And Mark.
Celine Dion and Britney Spears.
Celine Dion and Britney Spears is correct.
That's right.
The next question is, in the Final Destination, Nick realized that there was someone else on Death's list that was wearing what kind of hat in his premonition?
Can I get a technical on that?
Yep. In the Final Destination, Nick realized that there was someone else on Death's list that was wearing what kind of hat in his premonition? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Cowboy.
Papa.
Cowboy hat, dude.
Mark.
Cowboy hat.
And Richie.
Yeah, I said bowler hat. Oh, yeah, that's cowboy here.
Cowboy hat is correct. The next question is, in Final Destination 5, when Isaac is getting the massage and the new masseuse comes in, what does he ask her when she starts speaking to him in her own language?
Can I get a technical as well? Man, I don't know. It's just being weird.
Yeah. In Final Destination 5, when Isaac is getting the massage and the new masseuse comes in, what does he ask her when she starts speaking to him in her language? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Papa.
Can I get the special?
Mark.
Do you come with subtitles?
Richie.
Yeah, I think Mark's right. I have to go to him later.
Steve.
You come with subtitles.
Do you come with subtitles is correct. The next question is, in Final Destination, What reason does Todd say that he doesn't want to switch seats with Blake? Someone's plane taking off.
It's a washing machine. It's loud as shit.
Don't get in that plane.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Mark.
He had a bladder issue.
Richie.
I just likes the window seat.
Steve.
Put urinary infection / bladder problem.
And Puffer.
I said allergies.
Yeah, I'll give you your bladder problem. I don't know if he specifically specifies it. I think he says it said that he says he has a medical thing or something. But yeah, but I'll give you that.
Appreciate it, Buzz.
The next question, and this is the last question. So if Mark gets this correct but Steve gets it wrong, Mark wins. And there's no other thing that can happen here.
Can this question be for 35 points?
No. In Final Destination 2, how does Eugene get killed in the premonition that Kimberly has on the highway? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the
1.
question.
Yep. In Final Destination 2, how does Eugene get killed in the premonition that Kimberly has on the highway?
Or remind me, I was putting my battery and it was dying.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Do I have one more repeat?
You've got all 3 of your repeats. I don't think you ever use one, Puffer.
I've been using a couple. I just asked for one too, so
Okay.
I just need like 5 more seconds.
In Final Destination 2, how does Eugene get killed in the premonition that Kimberly has on the highway? Clearly, I forgot to mark it down when you asked for
paying attention.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie.
Do me a favor and don't read out the scores when this is over. Just for me. Oh, I said log to face.
Papa.
Well, I think he gets pinned by his motorcycle and then crushed by a log.
Mark.
It just said struck by his motorcycle.
And Steve.
Crushed by his own motorcycle.
Crushed by his own motorcycle. Anything involving a motorcycle is correct.
I was about to say motorcycle crash. He was driving a motorcycle.
But with that being said, and your winner is Steve. In second place with 28 points was Mark. In third place with 10 points is Papa. And
Hey,
Richie's
Mark,
just
how
happy
you
to
going?
be here.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're going to go around the board. Richie, how did you feel about your performance?
Look, I've seen these movies. I know these movies. I like. There was a lot of like character questions. I don't study characters. Yeah, it was. There was just questions I wasn't expecting. But yeah, look, I'm not throwing shade at the questions or anything. But yeah, I do love these movies. Then if another Final Destination comes up again, I would like to redeem myself because I do know these movies. I love these movies. So yeah, but yeah, big ups to Steve. He always knows his stuff. He's free.
Yeah, I'm a freak.
But also we've got Papa. How did you feel about your performance today?
So I'm trying to picture in Final Destination 2 why can't I see Eugene's face in this whole thing? And then it clicked. I can't see his face because he's wearing a motorcycle helmet.
But Mark, how did you feel about your performance today?
Pretty good. I kind of wish I didn't, confuse that PJ Burr and David Ketchner thing. That would have been nice. It would have been tied.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Every time I come here, I'm like second. Like, I think the 3 match, maybe not the wire match. I think I was third. But like, I'm always like just a point away from winning. Like, maybe I'll win one next time. I don't know.
But Steve, how did you feel about performance today?
This is probably. I feel great about the performance. I studied up. I looked at the kill count from dead meat. I did everything as possible to get ready. So I felt like if I didn't win, I felt like I was going to lose everything in my house, my bills, everything. No, I'm just kidding. No, man. I love Final Destination. Like I said in the beginning, it's my second favorite franchise behind Scream. These movies are a lot like candy to me. I can pop and just watch them and then try to absorb them as much as possible. But I look forward to another Final Destination match, and I believe this is my first Full Metal Trivia win this season, but also my first theme since I beat Aaron in 824. Never gonna let that go. Never.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rivalry going.
It's a bit of a rivalry that was not started by me. So I apparently.
I know.
Yeah, so everybody knows here. Mark probably is not into it, but don't worry, Mark. You don't need to know any about that business.
I'll look it up.
But that being said, that's the end of Random for tonight. Next week we actually have a double feature on because both matches ended up booking an hour apart. It's just like it's going to be a double feature. We've got a spelling match coming up, and that is going to be JPO. Yeah. No, I was serious. Someone did request a spelling match for Random, so I obliged them. But we've got Kevin Poss up against Brandon Cohen, up against Jordan Owens, up against Andre Malabag. And then also directly after that, we've got a Scream match happening. Hunter taking on Eric Ibarra-Morano, taking on Brandon, and taking on Kerry Webb. So both matches should be very fun.
That's going to be very fun. I'm looking forward to that one. That's heavy hitters for Scream there. If I wasn't involved, but that's heavy hitters for non-Mesa media involved there.
Yeah, I get to get revenge on Hunter for his Scream match he did. But anyway.
Watch out, Hunter.
Don't get me started on that. I'll tell you something up there.
But that being said, that is the end of Random for today. But until next week, keep being random.
Not about the destination, yada yada.